Welcome back to the south side of Chicago, the Windy City. The Evansville Otters going up against the Windy City Thunderbolts here at Ozinga Field in Crestwood, Illinois. These Evansville Otters looking to take a series victory with a little bit of breakfast baseball early in the morning. Hope you've got a cup of coffee out. There are donuts not just in the on-deck circle tonight, but all over the ballpark as the Evansville Otters look to win game number 30 as we now hit the halfway point of the 2021 Frontier League regular season. Ryan Brown with you on the Evansville Otters pregame show as the Otters are getting ready to go up against the Windy City Thunderbolts of the Frontier League's Central Division. It was a win for the Otters last night, a 3-1 final in something of a pitcher's duel. They rode a strong start from Polo Portela to get the win and setting up a potential series win here in Game 2 of the series. Game 2 of a 6-game road trip as the Otters will hope to play some hot baseball on the road here in Windy City before they travel to the east side of St. Louis to take on the Gateway Grizzlies on Friday. Tonight, well, I guess it's this morning, far from night, they're going to hand it over to the Mokina, Illinois native, just 25 minutes and 16 miles down the road, Ryan O'Reilly, making his 4th start of the season. Going up against something of a hometown club, the Windy City Thunderbolts. He'll have plenty of family in the stands looking to pick up his 2nd win of the season and his professional career. We had an opportunity to sit down and talk with Ryan O'Reilly following his last outing. It came last Wednesday, a week ago today, in Florence, Kentucky against the Florence Yalls. It was a great outing for him. We will get the opportunity to talk with Ryan O'Reilly. We had that opportunity again the day after that start, so a few days behind where you'll hear the audio, but getting into the mindset of the Otters rookie right-hander Ryan O'Reilly, who will be taking the hill in this one. Morning baseball, 10:35 the first pitch. You're listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show. We'll give you a brief recap of what went down last night before turning to lineups ahead of first pitch. Once again, that is at 10:35. You are listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show on the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. We'll step aside, and when we return, a recap of last night's action from Crestwood, Illinois, Ozinga Field. Windy City Thunderbolts going up against the Evansville Otters for 2021 Frontier League regular season baseball.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
Welcome back to the Evansville Otters pregame show on the Otters Digital Network. Ryan Brown with you, getting ready for more Frontier League 2021 regular season baseball on the south side of Chicago. The Otters looking to win their 30th game of the season. They enter play just a half game back of the Florence Yalls in the West Division, looking for a first place spot if the Yalls are not able to beat the Southern Illinois Miners today. That's be later tonight. Evansville looking to jump over those Yalls and move into first place in the West Division. The halfway point of the season coming up in game number 48 of the 96-game regular season. That Frontier League crown, possible, but you've got to win a division. Only 4 spots heading into the playoff. And looking now half a season away, the Otters will be in a tough 3-game race, it looks like, in the West Division as things heat up, approaching that halfway point. As we mentioned, the Otters looking to take Game 2 of this series and pick up a series victory against the Windy City Thunderbolts, who sit in last place in the Central Division. How about a recap of last night's ball game? 7:05 was the first pitch in the series opener. It opened a 6-game road trip for the Evansville Otters. It was a 3-1 final, the Otters being able to pick up their 29th win. They improved to 29-18 on the regular season, while the Windy City Thunderbolts fell to 18-29. The Otters were able to ride a strong 6-inning outing from Polo Portela. That led the Otters to victory in that series opener. Once again, 3-1 was the final. The Otters, they struck first in the opening frame as back-to-back 2-out hits from J.R. Davis and Riley Crane set the table for Elijah Mcnamee, who drove in a run on a line drive base hit to center field. Evansville then led 1-0. Following a 1-2-3 inning for the Otters and the first for starter Polo Portela, Windy City would tie it up in the second turn at bat. Jack Strunk drove in Zach Taylor with 2 outs to knot the score at 1 in the bottom of the second inning. From then on until the 6th, Polo Portela and T-Bolts southpaw Kenny Matthews traded scoreless innings until the Otters could break the 1-1 tie in the top of the 6th when Elijah Mcnamee drove in his second run of the day with an RBI ground out to short that scored Andy DeJesus from third. Andredi Cordero extended Evansville's lead in the following at-bat, lining a run-scoring single to right center that drove in J.R. Davis from second. Polo Portela would finish through 6 innings, having allowed the lone second-inning run on 5 hits and 2 walks while striking out 6. Tyler Spring came into the ballgame to work perfect 7th and 8th innings, and with a 2-run lead, the Otters then turned to their hard-throwing closer, Logan Sawyer, who struck out 2 en route to his 11th save of the season. Polo Portela earned his 6th win in the 3-1 decision, while Kenny Matthews took the loss. Tonight, it will be rookie right-hander Ryan O'Reilly towing the rubber for the Otters. He looks to pick up his 2nd win of the season, and a little bit of a show-em-up outing, perhaps, for Ryan O'Reilly, who tried out for the Windy City Thunderbolts following a senior season at UIC. The former University of Illinois at Chicago Flame, Ryan O'Reilly, going up against a team he tried out for. The Thunderbolts were not interested. O'Reilly threw his first 3 starts and 4 outings this season, a 1.66 earned run average, having allowed 4 earned runs in 21 2/3 innings of work. Again, the 1-0 record, looking to pick up win number 2 of his professional career and perhaps show him up. The ball club that did not take a flyer on O'Reilly, he gets to start against them just 15 minutes and 16 miles from home, Mokina, Illinois, as we play ball in Crestwood, Illinois, on the south side of Chicago. We had an opportunity to talk with Ryan O'Reilly just a day after his strong 7 2/3 outing against the Florence Yalls. It was a no decision for him. The Otters would win it on a home run derby, picking up the win in Game 2 of a 3-game series with the Florence Yalls just south of Cincinnati a week ago today. We spoke with Ryan O'Reilly, and we will go ahead and turn that over. The audio on the Evansville Otters pregame show on the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. Once again, turning it over to an interview with Ryan O'Reilly here on the Otters Digital Network on the Evansville Otters pregame show. On the Evansville Otters pregame show, getting the chance to talk with Ryan O'Reilly after your excellent start last night, 7 2/3. Just the 1-run charge to you, Ryan. You weren't even on the mound for it at the time. 7 Ks, scattering just 4 hits against a Florence Yalls offense that, coming into that game, had 5 guys hitting .320 or better. I mean, one of the better offenses in the Frontier League. Tell us, what was really working for you in that one last night?
I just tried to get ahead in the count, throw all my pitches for strikes. I've really made an emphasis over the past year to really get ahead in the count and let my off speeds do the work. I feel like I'm most efficient when I'm doing that, and it worked out real well for me. So, yeah, it was just about my changeup and my slider. They both they set me up for success.
I was curious about that efficiency. You were through 7 innings, less than 90 pitches. Is that a question for you of just being able to attack the strike zone? Is it feel with certain pitches? Could you tell that you were going to have a really good night from the moment that you set foot on the mound?
Yeah, I mean, bullpen was pretty normal going into the game, and then after the first couple pitches, I really felt good. Everything sort of sunk well, and I was just pounding the zone, so it was a good experience. I had a lot of fun, and everything worked pretty well for me.
How about Ryan? I'd love to ask you about the fact that now at that 7 2/3 in the line, that's the longest that an Otters starter has been able to go into a ball game yet this season. And going back to your time at UIC this year, it was also the longest that you've been able to stay out on the mound this year. That had to be fun going deep into the ball game, and was that also a badge of honor for you?
It sure was. I mean, I haven't done it in a long time, probably since I was in junior college. So to go out there and finally break 7 innings, it felt fantastic. I was just really happy that everything was working well, and I'm looking forward to the next one.
How about last question for you? You got to take a look at your first Frontier League home run derby to end a ball game. Kind of a weird way to see it finish. How about your thoughts on getting to see that and seeing how, especially the rest of the game, how intently you were watching the game from the top step of that dugout? What was it like seeing that as the finale?
It's very unique. That was the first time I saw it, and it was very unique with how it goes. Only 10 innings, the California rule, and you break 10 innings, it's a home run derby, and then it's a whole new ball game. And it was a great show. Andretti, he was awesome, and I had a great time watching it. I'm glad we got the win.
Awesome, Ryan. Thank you so much, and good luck to the guys tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Welcome back to Ozinga Field in Crestwood, Illinois. It's the south side of Chicago. And a little bit of breakfast baseball for you. Donuts, they just don't belong in the on-deck circle. They also belong in the ballpark this morning. So grab a cup of coffee as the Evansville Otters look to pick up a series victory against the Windy City ThunderBolts this morning. It's a splash day at the ballpark. So the Windy City ThunderBolts, they're bringing not just the thunder and the lightning, but a little bit of rain, apparently, as a lot of youngsters are in the stands today, tossing water balloons. I think they've got some water guns. Everything you could imagine. It's like a water park here at Ozinga Field. And looking to make a little bit of a splash is an Otters lineup that looks like this. Miles Gordon leads it off in center field. He'll bat left-handed to be followed by the switch-hitting shortstop, Andy DeJesus. J.R. Davis, right-handed hitting second baseman, bats third for the Otters to be followed by the cleanup batter and former Windy City Thunderbolt himself, the left-handed hitting Riley Crane. Elijah Mcnamee hits fifth, and in the sixth spot, it's Andretti Cordero, who will play over at the hot corner. Batting seventh will DH Dakota Phillips. He bats it from the left side of the batter's box. Michael Gangwish, he is the left-handed hitting catcher today, recently re-signed today for the Otters. And then rounding things out in the ninth spot is Andrew Penner, the Otters left fielder. They're going up against right-hander Logan Wiley, making his fourth start of the season, making his sixth appearance for the Windy City Thunderbolts. Miles Gordon stands in. We're about ready for baseball. The Thunderbolts have taken the field. Wiley has concluded his warm-up tosses, and we're about set for morning baseball. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network. On YouTube Live, Ryan Brown with you from the press box here at Ozinga Field. Miles Gordon, he's standing in. The wind and the first pitch from Wiley. Gordon shows bunt, pulls back and takes a ball outside. First pitch at 10:36, 71 degrees and cloudy on the south side of the Windy City. Now the 1-0. There's a strike call on the outside part of the plate, 85 miles per hour. The strike call from Dominic Longbucco, home plate umpire. Mike Fichter over at first, and at third, Christopher Viverito. Here's a line drive. Oh, a little bit of a leaping grab for Bryn Martinez, the shortstop. Able to get a little bit of air and come down with the baseball, taking a base hit away from Miles Gordon for the first out of the ballgame. Defensive alignment for the Windy City Thunderbolts. Zach Rakusen's in left, Jairus Richards in center, and Dan Robinson in right. Bryn Martinez, he's the captain of the infield, just spearing that line drive, taking the base hit away from Miles Gordon. Then over at third, it's Jack Strunk. And on the right side, Peyton Robertson at second, Rob Weishire at first, and catching is John Sechin. First pitch to Andy DeJesus, misses low. 1-0. DeJesus was 1 for 4. The Otters switch hitting shortstop last night. Batting once again in that 2 spot. The 1-0. And swinging away, it's a foul ball left side, having a look, but running out of room is the third baseman, Jack Strunk. DeJesus, he's swinging it from the left side tonight. The Otters were facing off against the lefty, Kenny Matthews, last night. They were able to pick up the win against him. They had only scored 1 run through the first 5 innings, but fortunes had changed in the top of the 6th. They were able to tag Matthews for 4 hits in that frame and pick up a couple runs. Laying down a bunt to the right side. Out of the crouch is the catcher, Sechin, but he throws it away. Down the right field line, it's going to go for a bunt base hit for Andy DeJesus, and he advances to second on the throwing error. DeJesus now in scoring position for J.R. Davis with 1 out in the top of the first. J.R. Davis, he was 2 for 4 last night. Had a base hit with 2 out in the top of the first inning a night ago. First pitch, breaking ball from Wiley, misses up and in. And that base hit was followed by another 2-out knock from Riley Crane. Put runners at first and third. Elijah Mcnamee would drive in the first run of the ball game. Reaching out at another breaking ball. Outside part of the plate, fouling it off to the right, and out of play is Davis. Now the count 1-1. By the way, that bunt play ruled a 2-base error on DeJesus. Don't know if that will stand, as the 1-1 is grounded to the left side. Backhanded by Bryn Martinez. The shortstop throws on to first for the second out. J.R. Davis retired. Not often you see a bunt thrown away by the catcher, John Sechin, or any catcher for that matter, that results in a 2-bag play. Rarely do you see that scored an error. It is here. We'll see if that is corrected in later innings. But for now, Andy DeJesus aboard at second. Now Riley Crane stands in. He stands into the tunes of, what was that old 1970s show? Welcome Back, Kramer? Welcome back, well, whatever that tune was from the old TV show. That's what they play here for Riley Crane, the former Windy City Thunderbolt, who takes a ball outside, 1-0. Made his professional debut in a Windy City Thunderbolts uniform back in 2017. Now the 1-0. That misses in. Crane told you about that wild story last night about how He hit his first professional home run on his birthday, June 28th, in a Windy City Thunderbolts uniform here at Ozinga Field. And how it was a multi-homer game. Throw behind the runner at second, back safely is Andy DeJesus. And challenged you listening back at home if you could think of any baseball players, at least in the major leagues, to hit their first home run on their birthday. No answer yet. We've got a little time to ruminate. Here's a hard ground ball back up the middle. They had Crane shifted, so the shortstop Martinez was playing behind the bag. It almost took a wicked hop, but Martinez able to hang with it and throw out Crane at the bag at first for the final out of the inning. Andy DeJesus is left stranded in scoring position. Logan Wiley able to work out of the jam. Bottom of the first on its way. Otters nothing, and the Thunderbolts coming to bat. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. 0-0 the score as we turn it to the bottom of the first.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named a world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day. Because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by what's right. And at Old National, we bank by it. Find us at oldnational.com/locations. Member FDIC.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Bottom of the first inning from the village of Crestwood. Evansville Otters, Windy City Thunderbolts. Otters not able to scratch across a run in the top of the first. So here come the Windy City Thunderbolts, looking to take the first lead of the ball game. They face rookie right-hander Ryan O'Reilly. Comes in to the ball game with a 1-0 record and a 1.66 earned run average, making his fourth start of the season. First pitch swinging is Peyton Robertson, making his pro debut. Fouls it back to the backstop. 0-1. O'Reilly, the Mokina, Illinois native, just 25 minutes down the road, 15 miles from Ozinga Field. The 0-1. Off-speed delivery. This is low. 1-1. O'Reilly, his first matchup against the Windy City Thunderbolts. Looking to pick up the second win of his pro career. 1-1, breaking ball, and a good one. Gets Robertson swinging. Now the count 1-2 on the right-handed hitting second baseman for the T-Bolts. Robertson will be followed by Robinson, left-handed hitting right fielder, and Zach Rakusin, 1-2-3 for the T-Bolts. The wind, the 1-2. They go back to that breaking ball, and it says, so does home plate umpire Dominic Longbucko, that it got a piece of his jersey. So Robertson will head down to first as a hit batsman.
Number 19, Dan Robinson.
Longbucko there, sending Robertson down to first. Now Dan Robinson stands in. Robinson 0 for 4 last night. Facing off against Ryan O'Reilly. First pitch. Outside. 90 miles per hour, the fastball from O'Reilly. Defensive alignment for the Otters. Andrew Pennerson left, Miles Gordon in center, and Elijah Mcnamee in right. The infield looks like the following. Andretti Cordero at third, Andy DeJesus at short. Throw over to first baseman Riley Crane, no tag applied. And J.R. Davis is at second. And catching Ryan O'Reilly is Michael Gangwish. Gangwish re-signed today by the Otters. Getting the start in this one as the 1-0. Fastball also misses outside. O'Reilly making his 4th start of the year, pitching in his 5th game. 21 2/3 innings of work. Only 4 earned runs allowed, 8 total, on 15 hits, 8 walks, and 23 strikeouts. Here comes the 2-0. Again, 3 fastballs, perhaps a little amped up. Michael Gangwish will motion toward his pitcher. Hey, settle down out there. As O'Reilly falls behind Robinson. 3 balls to no strikes. O'Reilly, plenty of reason to be amped up. Starting in his hometown, the 3-0. That misses outside for ball 4. A little wildness early. Has runners at first and second with nobody out.
And third, left fielder, number 21, Zach Rakusin.
Now O'Reilly will face Zach Rakusin, right-handed hitter. Left fielder for the Thunderbolts. Go ahead and give you the rest of the T-Bolts lineup. Jairus Richards, Rob Weishire, and Zach Taylor, 4, 5, and 6. And then the latter third, Jack Strunk, Bryn Martinez, and John Sechin. Only 2 lefties and a switch hitter in the lineup. First pitch, breaking ball. This is low in the turf, blocked by Gangwish. Richards, a left-handed hitter, is now on deck. Bryn Martinez, switch hitting shortstop. He is batting 8th. O'Reilly, he toes the rubber. About as far to the right, the mound as he can get. A move towards second to let Peyton Robertson know that O'Reilly is thinking about him. Rakusin had a hustle double last night. As the 1-0 fastball misses just off the plate, perhaps. The lone base hit that went for extra bases from either side last night was Zach Rakusin's 5th inning double. Rakusin, the former Georgetown University Hoya. And a step off here from O'Reilly will call Michael Gangwish to the mound. Good sized crowd of youngsters on hand early in the morning. The daytime start. Coming in from their summer camps that is. For what is deemed Splash Day at the ballpark. Now the 2-0 to Rakusin. That misses low. Back-to-back 3-0 counts for Ryan O'Reilly. Facing the number 3 hitter with runners at first and second. A 3-0 pitch is in there for a strike. Took a little bit off it. 87 miles per hour. Outside part of the plate. Otters winning last night by a 3-1 score. The 3-1 is fouled at the plate. Looks like they went to the slider from O'Reilly. The count now moves full on Rakusin. Rakusin led off the ball game last night, but he's batting third today. Rob Calabrese, the former Otter and last night's catcher, getting the morning off. Runners at first and second, nobody out, the 3-2. Here's a ground ball to the shortstop to Jesus. Underhand toss to Davis at the bag, and the throw to first completes the nice and easy 6-4-3 double play.
Batting fourth, center fielder number 32, Jairus Richards.
They'll bring up Jairus Richards. Robertson advances to third. Dan Robinson raced on the base paths. Richards was 1 for 3 last night. Also reached base safely via a walk. Richards a stolen base threat. Picked up 2 bags last night. Shows bunt briefly, pulls back and takes a pitch inside, 1-0. O'Reilly, great job to roll the double play, looking to get out of the first inning unscathed. Here comes the 1-0. And there's a called strike. Perhaps the inner third, 1-1 on Jairus Richards. O'Reilly, the former University of Illinois at Chicago Flame, going up against Richards, the former CS Fullerton product. And here's a little chopper. Foul at the plate, says home plate umpire Dominic Longbucko. But Michael Gangwish is going to try to plead his case to say, look, I went and charged at that baseball and picked it up in front of home. But he is not able to sway the opinion of one Mr. Home Plate umpire, Dominic Longbucko. Now the count 1-2 on Richards. O'Reilly set. Here comes the 2-strike pitch. It's grounded foul toward the Otters dugout behind first. It'll be their skipper, Andy McCauley, on out of the dugout to grab the foul ball as he tosses it onto Jose Pujols, who is down on the far end of that dugout alongside his brother Christopher and athletic trainer Sarah Zirk. Following along with the action on the top step. Another 1-2 pitch on its way from Ryan O'Reilly. And it misses just above the letters. Michael Gangwish held onto the baseball an extra split second longer. So far, it looks like a tight strike zone early from Dominic Longbucko. As Richards pulls the count even, 2-2. 2-strike pitch to the plate. That missed inside. Now the count moves full. Richards, he comes in the batting average of .242. Cleanup batter back-to-back nights. Not a ton of power he's displayed this season, just 1 home run, but he has driven home 23. With a runner at third, bottom of the first, nothing to score. The 3-2 with 2 out is line foul. Down the line in right, just barely. Jairus Richards almost gave the Thunderbolts a 1-0 lead. And you can see it on his expression as he walks back toward the turf circle. Looking up towards the sky. Just a split second too early. He'll have to try it again. Another full count offering. And that misses just up and in, and Ryan O'Reilly can't believe the call as he tumbles off the rubber. Picks himself up from the seat of his pants, and Michael Gangwish held that for a good long while.
Number 37, Rob Weishire.
Second walk in the inning for O'Reilly. Now runners at the corners for Rob Weishire. Likely the most dangerous bat in the Thunderbolts lineup coming into tonight's game. And it looks like Dominic Longbucko has issued something of a warning toward the Otters dugout, following the pitch that probably should have been a strike from the upper inside part of the plate to Jairus Richards. Now runners at the corners, 2 out. Richards taking off for first. The throw down to second's pretty good. The slap, and no tag applied. And meanwhile, the runner from third, Peyton Robertson, is going to come in to score. It's a 1-0 ball game. J.R. Davis thought he had Jairus Richards without question. And Davis, he points at the replay that is now being shown on the scoreboard in right center field to say, I had him, I had him. Davis was hopping around after the throw down. Robertson, the good speed from third, even if Davis had thrown right back to Michael Gangwish at home, no guarantee he would have gotten Robertson. So, a couple of stolen bags. Robertson picks up the steal of home. It's a 1-0 ball game in the bottom of the first. Pitch misses upstairs, 2-0. Richards, that's his stolen base number. Are you ready for this? 27. This Thunderbolt club that leads the Frontier League in steals. Now the 2-0 to Weishire is hammered to left center field. Andrew Penner going toward the track, looking up, and it's out of here. A 2-run shot for Rob Weishire gives the Windy City Thunderbolts a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the first. Weishire, that's his third home run of the season in just his 13th game. The Thunderbolts' first baseman who hit in 9 consecutive games big flies. The Otters are probably thinking they should have been out of the inning on the borderline ball 4 call to Jairus Richards. And quick enough to give you a little bit of whiplash, they find themselves down 3-0. First pitch strike to Zach Taylor. Base is empty, 2 out. The 0-1. A wave and a miss at the breaking ball from O'Reilly. Looking for a rebound. The wind in the 0-2. There's a called third strike on the front door. Breaking pitch from Ryan O'Reilly. 3 in the inning for the Thunderbolts. 2 on the Rob Weishire 2-run shot to left. We head to the top of the second inning. T-Bolts leading the Otters 3-0 on the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Fix up your home with Heritage. Our home improvement financing options can help you change your home now and pay for it over time. Upgrade your home. Make home repairs. Remodel a kitchen. Build a new deck. Add a new room. Remodel your bath. Update appliances. Whether it's a small weekend project or a large renovation, Heritage Federal Credit Union can help you finance your improvements today. Fix up your home with Heritage.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
First pitch to Elijah Mcnamee. Misses upstairs 1-0. Mcnamee, Cordero, and Phillips to bat. 5, 6, and 7 for the Otters in the top of the second inning. 3-0 the score. Bolts putting up a 3 spot in the bottom of the first. The 1-0 is in there. Upper part of the zone, inside corner. From Logan Wiley. Header with a 1-1 record and a 2.93 earned run average. The 1-1 pitch is fouled off to the right and out of play. Wiley looks like he's topping out right around 85, 86 miles per hour. As a breaking ball in the upper 70s. The 1-2. That misses upstairs at 88. So far, that's the hardest we've seen from Wiley. Comes into his 4th start of the season. Had thrown 27 2/3 as the 2-2 breaking ball runs in and gets Elijah Mcnamee. He's aboard. That's the 9th time Mcnamee's been hit by a pitch this season. That's top 5 in the league. Came in 3rd overall with 8 plunkings. Also came in with the 2nd best on-base percentage in the league at .460. Now on Drady Cordero. First pitch. There's a strike at the top of the zone at 84, 0-1. Cordero, an RBI base hit for him last night. He's picked up 6 ribbies as Mcnamee dives back on a throw over in his first 12 ball games with the Otters. The Dominican Republic native. The 0-1. There's a strike called on the outside part of the plate. 0-2, who had his start to the 2021 regular season delayed, looking for visa entry. That was granted earlier part of this month, and now getting to add a big bat to the Otters lineup. The 0-2 is a called strike at the top of the strike zone, and Andredi Cordero just turns and smiles at Dominic Longbucko. And he has a phenomenal point of having been at the hot corner in that last inning where the strike zone looked like a soup can. So, getting a little bit inconsistent perhaps. Up here in the press box, off to the left, so not a perfect view behind home. Looked like a breaking ball, or at least a cutter from Logan Wiley. That might have gotten the inner black. First pitch swinging is Dakota Phillips, and it is fouled off into the catcher, John Seachen's mitt. Now an 0-1 count on the Otters' designated hitter, Phillips. The runner goes from first. Mcnamee to throw down from Sechin. A little swim move attempt from Elijah Mcnamee. He cannot avoid the tag. 2-6. Caught stealing. Now there are 2 out in the top of the second. The caught stealing clears the bases. And the 1-1 to Phillips. Foul back to the netting. Phillips 2 for 4 in last night's ball game. Couple of base hits in his re-entry into the Otters lineup. The 1-2 is hit out toward shallow left field. Coming in is Zach Rakusin. He makes the catch one-handed in the outfield for the final out of the inning. Caught stealing, clears the bases following a leadoff hit-by pitch to Elijah Mcnamee. That's the bottom of the second on its way. In a 3-0 ball game, Windy City with the lead. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Bottom of the second, Windy City with a 2-0 lead. Jack Strunk, Bryn Martinez, and John Seachin to bat. 7-8-9 for the T-Bolts against Ryan O'Reilly, looking for a bit of a do-over. Gave up a 2-run shot to Rob Weishire after he thought he had gotten Jairus Richards looking for the final out of the inning. First pitch to Jack Strunk. This is up and in, 91. The heater has Strunk bending a little bit out of the way. Now the wind of the 1-0 offering. There's a breaking ball for a strike outside part of the plate. Maybe about belt high. Called a strike by Dominic Longbucko. Count evens at 1. And the 1-1 breaker misses outside. Jack Strunk 1 for 3 last night. Drove in the lone run of the ball game in the bottom of the second for the Thunderbolts. The 2-1, well underneath it, fouls it back out of play. Late and underneath the 82-mile-per-hour slider from Ryan O'Reilly. Now the 2-2. There's a swing and a miss. They go back to the breaking ball, and they get Strunk to swing through it. Second strikeout for Ryan O'Reilly. Now back-to-back if you go back to the bottom of the first. It brings up Bryn Martinez, the switch-hitting shortstop. O'Reilly making the start. Mentioned earlier, just 16 miles from his hometown of Mokina, Illinois. Here's southwest of Chicago. O'Reilly had tried out for the Thunderbolts following the conclusion of his last year at UIC. First pitch in there for a strike on Bryn Martinez. The 0-1 fastball fouled to the backstop. Martinez now in the hole, who was 0 for 4 last night. So O'Reilly has the 0-2. This is just off the plate. Slowed it down a bit there, 83 miles per hour. Looking to impress the club that did not take a flyer. 1-2 breaking ball, misses low and inside. Trying to go for Martinez back foot. No surprise if O'Reilly was a little amped up in that first inning. Couple of walks, a hit by pitch. Now hoping to settle back down. The 2-2. Off speed, reached out and taken to shallow right. Mcnamee. Otters right fielder comes in. Gloves it one-handed for the second out.
Batting ninth, catcher number 12, John Seachin.
With 2 out and none aboard, John Seachin. The Thunderbolts catcher will stand in. The University of Illinois Springfield product. First pitch to him. Up and in. 1-0. Otters came into this one a half game back of the Florence Yawls in the West Division, while the Thunderbolts sat in 4th place in the Central. The 1-0. That misses low. 2 balls, no strikes on John Seachin. Thunderbolts 7.5 games back of the Schaumburg Boomers, who won it in walk-off fashion last night against the Joliet Slammers on the north side, as the 2-0 is a called strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-1. That was in the bottom of the 10th inning. International tiebreaker rules in effect. The Boomers able to walk off and win their 26th game of the year. Now the 2-1 runs in and gets a piece of John Seachin. Looks like maybe right to the left of the left shoulder blade. Seachin will trot down to first. Second hit batsman for O'Reilly. First man he plunked, Peyton Robertson, will step in. Already 3 batters hit in this ball game. Robertson. The runner goes. The pitch a called strike. The throw down to second. Pretty good. And yes, they got him. The great throw down from Michael Gangwish gets John Seachin trying to steal second. That will end the inning. Top of the 3rd on its way. It's still a 3-0 ball game. Thunderbolts with the lead. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named a world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day, because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by what's right. And at Old National, we bank by it. Find us at oldnational.com/locations. Member FDIC.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Fix up your home with Heritage. Our home improvement financing options can help you change your home now and pay for it over time. Upgrade your home. Make home repairs. Remodel a kitchen. Build a new deck. Add a new room. Remodel your bath. Update appliances. Whether it's a small weekend project or a large renovation, Heritage Federal Credit Union can help you finance your improvements today. Fix up your home with Heritage.
Top of the 3rd, Otters down by 3. Michael Gangwish will lead things off in the inning. To be followed by Andrew Penner and Miles Gordon. 8, 9, and 1 for the Otters. Looking for their first hit off Logan Wiley. First pitch to Gangwish. There's a called strike in the outside part of the plate at 84. Gangwish re-signed today by the Otters. Had an earlier stint this season for 3 games with the Gateway Grizzlies. As the 0-1 misses out, 1-1. Gangwish played 2 of those games against the Grizzlies as the 1-1 is cut on and missed. Ahead of the off speed at 74, 1-2. And he was able to pick up his first American professional hit, as Gangwish was a pro ball player down in Australia a year ago. The 1-2 is fouled back to the netting. Gangwish, the Albuquerque, New Mexico native. Former University of the School of Mines. The 1-2 fouled back to the netting once more. That's the Colorado School of Mines, where he played ball and put up some really impressive and program record-breaking numbers. The 1-2, that's off the plate. Gangwish batted .354 in his college career with the School of Mines, with 174 games played. He scored 153 runs. As the 2-2 is lifted left side, that's going to get out of play. Foul. 45 doubles, 46 home runs. He recorded 186 ribbies and posted a .426 on-base percentage. He received numerous All-Region, All-Conference, and All-America honors. The 2-2, fouled back, up and over. Two grounded foul of first. Extended at bat now for the Otters catcher. Gangwish, his last season with the Colorado School of Mines in 2019, finished his career as the 2-2 is fouled off to the left, as the Mines' all-time home runs and RBI leader. How about that? So in the history of the Colorado School of Mines, no one has clubbed more homers or driven home more runs than Michael Gangwish. As here's a line drive that falls in front of the right fielder, Dan Robinson. It's a leadoff base hit for Michael Gangwish. Welcome back to the lineup. Otters have their first recorded hit today, as Andrew Penner stands in. Gangwish fresh off the transaction block, picking up a base hit in his first game back with the Otters. First pitch to Penner. That runs inside the breaking ball. Doesn't break enough to get out over the plate. Now 1-0 on the Otters left fielder, Andrew Penner. Wiley working out of the stretch for the second time this morning. Checks down the 1-0. And there is a little cutter for a strike, 1-1. Wiley, first 5 games this season. 18 strikeouts to 4 walks entering play. Goes back to the breaking ball and gets a strike call the inside part of the plate. 1-2. Wiley, the Missouri State University product. 1-2 to Penner. Popped him up. Back over toward the second base bag, it will be the shortstop, Martinez. In front of the bag and to its right, making the catch for the first out of the third. Miles Gordon lined out to the shortstop, Martinez, in his first at bat, leading off the ball game. He now bats with a man aboard and one out. Here in the top of the third. Gordon, the longtime Reds farmhand. First pitch looks to drop down a bunt. Pulls back and takes a strike on the outside part of the plate. That brought the third baseman, Jack Strunk, in crashing. He returns to play even with the bag. With Ganglish aboard at first, there's a big hole on the right side. Now Strunk creeping in a little bit. The 0-1 misses off the plate. 84 miles per hour from Wiley. Who graduated from Missouri State this year, got his start with the Sioux Falls Canaries of the American Association. As the 1-1, he didn't want to offer, but Gordon not able to hold up in time on the low off-speed pitch, 1-2. Wiley, that start with Sioux Falls was brief. Only pitched in 2 games, both times out of the bullpen before he was let go. And later signed by Windy City. 1-2. There's a good changeup from Wiley. Gordon swings through it for the second out. And the second strikeout for the Thunderbolts right-hander.
Shortstop number 2, Andy DeJesus.
Andy DeJesus reached on what was ruled a bunt error. First pitch to DeJesus is a ground ball to the right side. Second baseman Peyton Robertson has it easy enough and tosses on to Rob Weishire at the bag to get Andy DeJesus. Leadoff base hit for Michael Ganglish in the inning, but Logan Wiley able to leave him stranded. Bottom of the third on its way. Otters down by 3. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network, 3-0 ball game on YouTube Live.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Peyton Robertson leads off the Thunderbolts half of the third. His club up 3-0. First pitch from Ryan O'Reilly is a pop-up on the right side. Riley Crane waves off anybody thinking about taking the ball from him. And one pitch, one out for Ryan O'Reilly. who gets Robertson to pop out to the first baseman, Riley Crane. Now that Robertson is retired, it's time for Robinson to swing it at the plate. Dan Robinson. He reached on a base on balls his last time up. Robertson leading off this inning because Michael Gangwish has the first pitch is clubbed out toward deep right field. Mcnamee going back, looking it up, and it's a solo home run for Dan Robinson in the bottom of the third to give the Thunderbolts a 4-0 score. Second home run hit tonight by the Thunderbolts for Robinson. That is his 5th of the season and his 24th run driven in.
Left fielder number 21, Zach Richards.
Now a multi-homer game for the T-Bolts. Robinson got all of that one. Pulling it to right field. Bringing the score to 4-0. First pitch to Zach Rakusin. Called a strike. O'Reilly probably didn't expect Dan Robinson to be offering at the first pitch he would see, following the first pitch out to Peyton Robertson. The textbook usually tells you after a first pitch out to take one, but breaking the rules, so to speak, Robinson works out for him. And that rule is only in place for your own team's benefit to avoid a quick inning, but you don't mind if every inning is quick if you can put up a solo shot. That's a trade you'll make. 2-1, foul at the plate. I think any manager would go ahead and agree to that. All right, your team is going to have a 4-pitch inning, but you're going to get a run out of it nonetheless. I think they say, yeah, we'll take that. Well, it's no 4-pitch inning for Ryan O'Reilly now. It's a 2-2 count on Zach Rakusin with one away. And here's a hard hit fly ball that will hang up for Andrew Penner in left. He makes the catch. Now there are 2 gone.
Center fielder number 32, Jairus Richards. Come on, number 32. Beat it out.
Jairus Richards walked his last time up. Scored a run in the first. First pitch to him. Misses. Perhaps upstairs. There's a breaking ball for a strike of the inside part of the plate. 1-1. The 1-1. Go right back to that slider. Called a strike. Right on the inside black. O'Reilly looking to bounce back following the home run. He got Rakusin to fly out to left. Now looking for the strikeout of Richards. Here comes the 1-2. And it's pulled foul of first. Wind, another 1-2. Reaching out and fouling it off to the left is Jairus Richards. At the dish, talked about last night how he's fat all over the place. It's interesting, you don't often see a prototypical steal threat in the cleanup spot. Again, Richards only has 1 home run this season and leads the club now with 27 stolen bases. But here he is. The 1-2 is a little looper down the line and right. It will fall for a base hit. Richards able just to pull it and place it just along the right field line. It's the second hit in the inning for the Thunderbolts as Rob Weishire will step to the plate again following his home run appearance. It was a 3-run shot. That scored Peyton Robertson, Jairus Richards, and himself. Throw over to first. Richards back safely. Going to be paying attention to that stolen base threat. The Thunderbolts, they have loved to run this season. Entering play, they had 96 steals. How about that? Richards, a couple steps off, breaks it down. First pitch to Weishire, misses low and in. The Bolts stole 4 bags yesterday, and with those 96 steals entering play, now 97, they have 34 more than they finished the 2019 campaign with. Can you believe that? As the 1-0 is in there for a strike. Here already at the halfway point, they have picked up 34 more stolen bags than they had in the entire 2019 season. Entering play, they were on pace to finish the regular season with 196 stolen bags, with the league record currently standing at 185. That was accomplished by the 2004 River City Rascals. So Thunderbolts on pace to potentially, as the 1-1 breaking ball is cut on and missed, 1-2. Break the team total single season stolen base record. As a franchise, the most that the Thunderbolts have ever swiped, 179 back in 2009. Another throw over to first, again able to get a hand back in, is Jairus Richards. The 2-out runner aboard. 1-2 coming home to Weishire. And he's underneath the breaking pitch. Left side, Andretti Cordero, I don't know if he's got a read. And he's able to pick up the baseball in time to make the catch about halfway up the third base line. Well, one comes home to score on the Dan Robinson solo shot to right. It's a 4-0 ball game. Thunderbolts with the lead through the first third. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live as we head to the top of the fourth.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Top of the fourth, 4-0 the score. J.R. Davis facing Logan Wiley. First pitch. This is low to Davis, who grounded out to the shortstop Martinez his first time up. Logan Wiley, the right-hander, as the 1-0 is fouled off to the right and out of play with the big beard. I mean, it looks like he's wearing a scarf out there. Going for the Wade Miley look is Logan Wiley. The 1-1. Ground ball pulled foul of third. Now 1-2 on the Otters' second baseman, J.R. Davis. Otters looking to wake up the bats a little bit in this morning contest. Ball game started at 10:35. Maybe they just needed a little cup of coffee. A little caffeine in them. Wakey wakey, eggs and bakey, all the rest. Logan Wiley has been pretty good too. 1-2. Able to foul off the breaking ball that was busting away and low on J.R. Davis. Fights it off foul to the right. 1-2. The next 1-2 pitch. Now that was up almost around his hands. Once again, J.R. Davis able to get a piece of it and stay alive. Davis entered with a batting average over the 340 mark, 343. Wiley shakes off his catcher and now steps off the rubber as J.R. Davis calls time at the plate to readjust. Another 1-2. Davis can only battle for so long. The breaking ball gets him. Swinging, and Davis turns to, would imagine, ask a question of Dominic Longbuckle, perhaps. Would that have been a called strike, or, I don't know, Davis maybe not happy with one of the calls during that at bat. Either way, now it's Riley Crane's turn at the dish. First pitch to Crane. Skips in, 1-0. Crane also grounded out to the shortstop Martinez. It was a hard hit ground ball back up the middle, but because Martinez was playing in the shifted position, maybe just a foot behind to the left of the second base bag as the 1-0 is taken out towards center. Back and to his right is Jairus Richards. He makes the catch for the second out. They were able to take the base hit away from Riley Crane that would have given the Otters a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. Now Elijah Mcnamee steps toward home. First pitch to the Otters right fielder. Breaking ball called a strike, going 1. Mcnamee, he led the club back in 2019 with a .309 batting average. The 0-1 misses in. Well, he's doing it again through the first half of this season. But to the tune of some near 30 points better. Batting .346 entering play. As the 1-1 is lined in the left for a base hit. He's a hitter up there. And he's aboard with a 2-out single. The on-base machine, Elijah Mcnamee, who's now been aboard twice tonight. And with that base hit, extends a hitting streak of his to 9 games. 9 games Mcnamee has been aboard. Throw over to first. Touched on it last night, but since we're in Chicago, it's worth asking the question, how many games has Elijah Mcnamee gotten on base in a row? 9 games. Here's a hard hit fly ball that the left fielder, Zach Ratcuson, was frozen on trying to get a read from Andredi Cordero, but he's able to pick it up, take a couple steps back, and grab the liner for the final out of the inning. A 2-out base hit for Elijah Mcnamee goes unused. We head to the bottom of the 4th, 4-0 the score. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. Windy City with the lead.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named a world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day. Because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by what's right. And at Old National, we bank by it. Find us at oldnational.com/locations. Member FDIC.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Bottom of the 4th, 4-zip. Zach Taylor leads it off against Ryan O'Reilly. First pitch. There's a strike on the breaking ball from Ryan O'Reilly. Zach Taylor struck out looking his first time up. He'll be followed by Jack Strunk and Bryn Martinez in the inning. They go back to the breaking pitch. It misses inside. 1-1. The good slider from O'Reilly. Mokina, Illinois native. The 1-1 misses low and away. Said in his formative baseball years back in high school and early in his collegiate career, the pitcher he most admired in Major League Baseball, the late Jose Fernandez. The 2-1 is fouled off at the plate, 2-2. Standout in the Marlins organization, who passed away tragically in a boating accident back in 2016. The 2-2 is cut on and missed. He gets the strikeout with that great slider.
Third baseman, number 7, Jack.
While Fernandez was still living, Ryan O'Reilly said he had the great pleasure to take in a ball game at Wrigley Field back in his freshman year of college when the Marlins came to visit. First pitch to Jack Strunk is grounded. To the first baseman, Riley Crane. He waves off O'Reilly, takes it to the bag himself. Quickly, 2 are gone. And O'Reilly said when he had gotten his tickets, he wanted to make sure he was sitting close to the Marlins bullpen and that he was going to bring his Jose Fernandez jersey and wear it to the ball game. Well, in that jersey, O'Reilly caught the attention of Jose Fernandez. Back in his freshman season. And while he was there, as the first pitch misses low and away to Bryn Martinez, and the next is fouled off to the left, Fernandez caught attention, came over to talk with Ryan O'Reilly, and not only did the two get to meet one another and get to talk about the game, Jose Fernandez essentially taught Ryan O'Reilly how the Marlins right-hander and all-star threw his slider, that great wipeout slider. And O'Reilly uses a modified version of that pitch to this day. Low roller to J.R. Davis is tossed onto the bag at first for a 1-2-3 inning for Ryan O'Reilly. We head to the top of the fifth, 4-0 to score. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network as the Thunderbolts lead the Otters on YouTube Live.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Fix up your home with Heritage. Our home improvement financing options can help you change your home now and pay for it over time. Upgrade your home. Make home repairs. Remodel a kitchen. Build a new deck. Add a new room. Remodel your bath. Update appliances. Whether it's a small weekend project or a large renovation, Heritage Federal Credit Union can help you finance your improvements today. Fix up your home with Heritage.
Top five, 4-0. Otters looking to get the bats going. First pitch to Dakota Phillips. Cut on and missed. Change up lower outside part of the strike zone just off it. Able to pull the string on Phillips for strike number one. The 0-1 pitch misses up and away. 88 on the fastball from Logan Wiley Phillips. He flied out to left field in his first time up. Wiley was pretty good in his last outing as well, as the 1-1 backdoor bender gets a strike called on Phillips. Back on July 15th against the Southern Illinois Miners, Wiley went 6 innings, giving up 3 runs, all earned, on 7 hits, just 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Picked up the winning decision in a 6-3 final, and that was the first professional win of Logan Wiley's career last July 15th. The 1-2 missed off the plate. Now here comes a 2-2. And that might have been just a little bit too far off the bat, although the center fielder slipping and falling. Jairus Richards, luckily Dan Robinson is able to range into the right center field gap and make the catch.
Catcher number 32, Michael Gangway.
One down in the top of the fifth. Michael Gangwish has collected one of the Otters' first 2 hits today. And he shows punt down the third base line. How about this? That's going to go for a bunt base hit for Michael Gangwish, who's now 2 for 2. A little bit of a surprise ambush tactic there for Gangwish, who just pushes the bunt right down the third base line. Jack Strunk was playing back. They weren't expecting the catcher to try to bunt for a base hit. Well, Michael Gangwish does it, and it works out perfectly for him. He's aboard with 1 out in the top of the fifth. Now Andrew Penner will bat. First pitch misses up and away. Penner popped out to the shortstop Martinez in his first trip. 1-0 breaking ball, great take from Penner. As it broke away and outside the strike zone. Now 2-0. On the former Wild Thang and River City Rascal, Penner, the 2-0. A little bit of a jolt out toward left, but underneath it, and to his left is Zach Rakusin. Now 2 gone.
Center fielder number 6, Miles Gordon.
Miles Gordon stands in with 2 out and a runner aboard. First pitch fouled off the plate. 81 the off speed from Logan Wiley. Miles Gordon would love to get that speed threat aboard against the Wiley Coyote. Maybe going up against the Roadrunner. And Miles Gordon, the 0-1, shows bunt, pulls back, takes the ball outside, 1-1. Base hit, put runners at the corners, then Gordon show off those wheels. 1-1, a base hit off the pitcher Wiley. It careens to the first baseman, Rob Weishire. He tries to toss on to Wiley, who recovered and raced to the bag to try to beat Gordon, but it was off his glove. And so Michael Ganguish will, with some good base running, advance to third on what will be ruled a base hit and an error that allows Ganguish to go from second to third. Now time is called
Shortstop number 2, Andy DeJesus.
for John Seachin, the catcher, to talk things over with Logan Wiley and the third baseman Jack Strunk. The visit has concluded. Andy DeJesus stands in. He's 0 for 2, looking to crack the scoreboard are the Otters. 4-0 to score in the top of the 5th. Runners at the corners and 2 out. First pitch to DeJesus. Gordon going. He had a great jump. And here is a little fly ball toward left. Charging in the left fielder. Diving and sliding. He makes the grab for the final out of the inning. No, I'm sorry. They're going to rule that a trap catch. They ruled a trap catch. And the infield, the defense can't believe it. On to talk things over with the third base umpire, Christopher Vivarito, is the manager. Right now, it's a 4-1 ball game. As they say, Ganguish will score from third, DeJesus to second. Manager Brian Smith on to talk things over, but he will not get an appeal. And the Otters on the run-scoring double crack the scoreboard. It's a 4-1 game in the top of the 5th inning. Miles Gordon now at third. DeJesus at second for J.R. Davis. First pitch, breaking ball up and in. Well, the replay definitely looked close. Otters might have gotten a break there, but as the 1-0 misses outside, it is not the only tough call made by the umpiring crew today. The Otters had a couple of plays go against them. And a couple of calls go against them at the bottom of the first. It was a 3-run inning for the Thunderbolts. And right now the difference maker. 2-0. Underneath it is J.R. Davis, right side. Catcher and first baseman to have a look. And fortunately for J.R. Davis and the Otters, it will bounce out of play a couple rows behind their first base dugout. Now the 2-1 count on Davis. With 2 out, 2 men in scoring position. And there's a strike call on the outside part of the plate. Now 2-2. Gordon at third, DeJesus at second. Otters down 3, looking to bring it within 1. 2-2, lifted right side out of play. Davis, second on the club with 38 ribbies. 2 behind Riley Crane, who stands on deck. Wiley set. Another 2-2. And there's a called third strike. That will end the inning, but the Otters pick up a run on an RBI double for Andy DeJesus. It's a 4-1 game, Windy City, with a 3-run lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th on the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
John Seachin bats in the bottom of the 5th inning, facing Ryan O'Reilly. Otters able to crack the scoreboard in the top of the 5th, thanks to an RBI double from Andy DeJesus. First pitch, breaking ball. Don't know where it missed, maybe low. 1-0 the count now on Seachin. Bottom of the 5th, 4-1 the score. Windy City with the lead. Ryan Brown with you here at Ozinga Field in Crestwood, Illinois. As the 1-0 pitch is fouled off at the plate, 1-1. Crestwood, Illinois, on the south side of Chicago. Otters were 3-1 winners last night. They find themselves down by 3. Just past the midway point of the ball game. As the 1-1 is in there for a strike. 1-2. Go back to that slider. Started in Seachin's kitchen. There's a tongue twister as the 1-2. Right back to the slider. Freezes Seachin for the first out.
Second baseman, number 24, Peyton Robertson.
Fourth K for Ryan O'Reilly. This ball game number 48 on the schedule, following a couple rainouts as well. As the first pitch to Peyton Robertson is in for a strike. 0-1. Halfway point of the 96-game regular season as the 0-1 skips in front of home plate. Peyton Robertson. He's 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the Thunderbolts' 3-run first inning. And he hits this one out toward center. Miles Gordon. He's back a couple of steps. Makes the catch easy enough out number 2.
Right fielder number 19, Dan Robinson.
Dan Robinson, he's 1 for 1. Homered his last time up. Made it a 4-0 ball game. The score now stands at 4-1. Robinson also walked back in the first. First pitch. Little half swing from Robinson. They'll appeal down to third base umpire Christopher Vivarito. And no swing. 1-0 fastball in for a strike. 1-1. Robinson, who with that home run closed the gap between himself and teammate Rob Calabrese for the team home run totals. As the 2-1 misses out, 3-1. Robinson now 5th on the Thunderbolts leaderboard, while Calabrese, the former Otter, has 6. He now bats with a good hitter's count, 3-1, facing O'Reilly. And there is a called strike, 3-2. O'Reilly looking to put up back-to-back 1-2-3 innings. 2 out, the 3-2. And that's pulled foul down the line at third. Bounces off a light standard. Count remains 3-2. On the Thunderbolts right fielder, Dan Robinson. Here's the wind and another payoff pitch. And there's a called third strike. His second in the inning. 5 Ks for Ryan O'Reilly through 5. It's a 4-1 game. Thunderbolts with the lead as we head to the top of the 6th. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
First pitch to Riley Crane. He bunts it back to the pitcher Wiley in the top of the sixth, who makes a nice play coming off the mound to his right and fires a strong throw onto the first baseman Rob Weishire to retire Crane. Otters trying to do anything they can to get aboard. And you've got to like the approach. Michael Gangwish used a bunt single to third to reach base leading off the fifth inning, and he would come around to score the only run so far for the Otters. It's a 4-1 ball game at the top of the sixth. Now Elijah Mcnamee bats, and he pulls a ground ball just barely to the left side of third base. 1-1. Looks like he might have broken his bat, as he will retire one and pick up another. Mcnamee 1 for 1. Singled up his last time up in the fourth. Was hit by a pitch in the second. The wind, the 1-1. And here is a foul pop. The catcher, Sechin, has a look behind him, but it gets out of play. 1-2 on Mcnamee. Drove in 2 of the Otters' 3 runs last night. Logan Wiley looking to go 6 one-run innings. 1-2, cut on and missed. He's able to get Mcnamee for the second out of the sixth.
Third baseman number 26, Andrei Cordero.
Andrei Cordero, he's been hitting him hard, but so far nothing to show for it. Line down to left his last time up. First pitch pulled and grounded toward the Thunderbolts dugout. The Otters' right-handed power hitter, Cordero. Went 1 for 4 last night. A big leg kick, and yes, he did on the pitch that was going to miss low and inside. Cordero not able to stop the strong, powerful swing. Now the count moves to 0-2. Here comes. This is upstairs. Cordero will see another. Trying to break up a 1-2-3-6. The breaking ball is cut on and missed. Now 6 Ks for Logan Wiley, who has thrown 6 innings and has allowed just the lone run. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Otters down by 3, 4-1 the score in Windy City. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, Being an Otter, be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named the world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day. Because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by what's right. And at Old National, we bank by it. Find us at oldnational.com/locations. Member FDIC.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
First pitch to Zach Rakusin is in there for a strike in the bottom of the 6th inning. Breaking ball. Rakusin turns to home plate umpire Dominic Longbucko to test the strike zone there. Rakusin 0 for 2. Ryan O'Reilly working into his 6th inning. Here's a ground ball to the shortstop to Jesus. Has it on a short hop. Couple of steps toward first. Fires on and gets Zach Rakusin for the first out of the Thunderbolts half of the 6th. Ryan O'Reilly.
32, Jairus Richards.
A little bit of a tougher outing for him. And his last time against the Yawls a week ago went 7 2/3. Had just 1 run charged to his line. Longest start of the year for any Otter. There's the first pitch to Jairus Richards. This is away, 1-0. Richards came in with that .242 batting average as the 1-0 misses off the plate. Much easier said than done, but I bet you Ryan O'Reilly and his pitching coach Max Peterson just want to pound the strike zone on this guy. He's going to get aboard, make him force his way on. They turn to the breaking ball, 2-0. And it misses low, so Richards well ahead of the count. 3 balls and no strikes. He's already walked once in this one back in the first. Came around to score. And that 3-run inning on a 3-run shot from Rob Weishire. The 3-0 misses off the plate. It's a 4-pitch walk to Jairus Richards.
First baseman number 37, Rob
A runner aboard, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Weishire. The 3-run home run back in the first that right now marks the difference in this one. Jumping off first is Jairus Richards, so that will elicit the throw over from Ryan O'Reilly. First pitch to him is popped up. Michael Ganguish will have a look. Back into his left. He leaps up onto the padded backstop and watches it bounce out of play. Weishire, the Hofstra University product. Again, it bears repeating. homered in 9 consecutive games with the Terre Haute Rex earlier this summer. 0-1, throw behind the runner as it misses outside, and not in time to get Richards, who dives back safely to the bag. Another throw over. Richards. Again, back safely. "96 stolen bases for the Thunderbolts entering tonight's game. The 1-1 is fouled off Weishire's foot. Looking for the strikeout of Weishire. The 1-2 is a high pop left side out onto the outfield turf as the shortstop Andy DeJesus behind the third base bag. He makes the catch for the second out.
Designated hitter number 11, Zach Taylor.
Ryan O'Reilly, the rookie, he's got an opportunity here to work through 6 and say, listen, was I a little wild in the first? Perhaps. Of course, there was a very borderline full count offering that was called a ball on Jairus Richards as he is off on the pitch and swinging away as Zach Taylor, who fouls it off at the plate. So Richards will return to first. That was followed by a 3-run home run to Rob Weishire. He could say, and he would be right, O'Reilly, look, I was out there, I battled through 6 innings and was bitten by 2 mistake pitches. A 3-run shot to Weishire and the solo blow from Dan Robinson. And if it weren't for those 2, especially considering the suspect circumstances of the first inning, it's another throw over, has Richards back at the bag standing. It would look like a very different line, and he'd be right. O'Reilly set at the belt. And another throw over. Richards, about every pitch, he is hurtling off that first base bag. Like jumping Jack Flash. He's always doing something trying to get the pitcher's attention. The 0-1, he's off again. The throw down, skips low, and J.R. Davis has to essentially go prone to snag the baseball. That was a little bit wide of the second base bag. Richards had a good hop, but it didn't make a difference as, well, hold on. I want to make sure I knew what the count was. It looks like they will elect to give Zach Taylor a free pass, and that intentional walk will put runners at first and second for Jack Strunk. Want to confirm that, though. Going to turn things over to Point Streak Live. You didn't have a 3-ball count on that, did you? I didn't. First pitch to Jack Strunk is a called strike, going 1. Oh, they say it was a hit by pitch. That's why you keep your eyes on the home plate umpire, ladies and gentlemen. As the 0-1 is fouled off at the plate. Might even go to Frontier League Live TV for a recap of this. Home plate umpire, Dominic Longbuckle in this case. They're often a wealth of information. The 0-2 breaking ball to Strunk. Laid off, 1-2. If that be the case, third batter hit by Ryan O'Reilly today. And time call at the plate. Richards was dancing off the bag. And O'Reilly just stared him down until Strunk called time at the plate. Runners at first and second, 2 out, the 1-2. Another breaking ball. Strunk able to lay off. And here a time call as Michael Gangwish will talk things over with Ryan O'Reilly. Still looking for that 0-1 pitch. Yeah, home plate umpire said it got a piece of Taylor. Maybe on the elbow guard. A hit by pitch, but runners at first and second as the 2-2 is fouled back. The runners go. The 2-2 misses in, and the throw down towards second. There's nobody there. It gets into center field, and this will play to run. No one was covering the second base bag as Michael Gangwish threw down. The throwing error will allow Richards to score from third. It's a two-base steal and an error. Now a 5-1 lead for the Thunderbolts. O'Reilly trying to get out of the sixth inning here. Runner in scoring position, now a full count on Jack Strunk with 2 out. The 3-2, runner goes, ground ball to the left side. Cordero charging on the run. The throw is in time to get him. The 3 words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote, Strunk is out on a ground ball to third. We head to the top of the 7th. 5-1 the score. Windy City extends their lead on the throwing error as you're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
Top of the 7th, Otters down 4, 5-1 the score. Dakota Phillips leads things off in the inning. Second and bat in a row. He leads off a frame. It's still Logan Wiley on the hill. First pitch misses outside, 1-0. Otters in their final game against the Florence Yawls last Thursday. 1-0 is in there for a strike. They scored 5 runs in an inning twice to tie the game up at 5 and then at 10. As the 1-1 is cut on and missed by Phillips, 1-2. Completing 2 5-run game-tying rallies in back-to-back innings, showing that the club is certainly capable of putting up big offensive numbers in an inning as the 1-2 is cut on and missed. Rearing back there, 89 in the outside part of the strike zone. Now back-to-back-to-back strikeouts for Logan Wiley. Looks like he's getting better as the game goes along. 4 of his last 5 outs, all via the punch ticket. First pitch to Mike Gangwish. Late on the fastball, 0-1. Gangwish, who played Australian winter ball. Of course, over there, it's their summer. As the 0-1 is fouled off the plate, 0-2. Out in Canberra, Australia. Over there, they call it Canberra. That being the capital city of Australia. Something I learned the other day. The 0-2 grounded foul at first. Did you know that? The capital of Australia is not Sydney, it's Canberra. No, seriously. Apparently back in the 1950s, when Australia had gotten its independence, as the 0-2 is popped up, the catcher, Sechin, has a look. It's going to get just out of play as he bumps into the wall, and the ball falls on the other side of the netting. Back in the 1950s, talking about the Australian capital of Canberra, the 2 biggest cities in the continental nation, Melbourne and Sydney, or Melbourne, as it's called, couldn't agree on which should be the capital. Sydney said, well, it should be us, we're the biggest. Melbourne said that there was no way they were going to agree to that. They didn't think it'd be fair as the 0-2 is fouled back to the netting. So they decided to build a city about halfway between Sydney and Melbourne. It's a little bit closer to Sydney than Melbourne. And that town became the capital, Canberra. As the 0-2 is fouled back to left, kind of like Washington, D.C., which is, of course, a city that was created to be the capital of a nation. Well, in Canberra, they dammed the local river, turning it into a lake, and the rest is history. 0-2 popped up right side. Second baseman Peyton Robertson underneath it. And for world traveler, former Australian professional baseball player Michael Gangwish is retired on the pop-out. He trots back to the dugout, following out for just the first time today. Gangwish now 2 for 3. Andrew Penner, 0 for 2. Flew out to left his last time, put a little charge into it. The first pitch is a called strike, 0-1. Otters down by 4. 5-1 the score. Top of the 7th. 2 out. The 0-1 lifted to the right side. That is going to get out of play. Now 0-2 on the Otters left fielder Penner. California native with the full head of show hair. The 0-2 with 2 out. Here is a fly ball, shallow right center field. A little bit no man's land. Left fielder. Excuse me, right fielder. Dan Robinson. Shallow right center. Didn't I just say that? He comes in to make the catch for the final out of the inning. Otters are turned away 1, 2, 3 for the second inning in a row. Stretch time here at Ozinga Field. Otters down by 4. 5-1 the score. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Samson Abernathy on in relief of Ryan O'Reilly to begin the bottom of the 7th. 5-1 the score. Bryn Martinez leads it off to be followed by John Seachin and Peyton Robertson. 8-9-1. Samson Abernathy, the Otters' right-handed reliever. First pitch, fastball at 91, fouled back to the netting. 0-1. Abernathy, the 6'1 right-hander and Chico, California native. 25 years old, the former farmhand in the Pittsburgh Pirates organization. He comes into his 16th appearance of the season with a 1-0 record, 466 the earned run average. 0-1 misses above the letters, 1-1. Abernathy go ahead and finish the line, 19 1/3 innings of work. He's punched out 24, issued 14 walks, allowed 18 hits. 11 runs, 10 earned. Now the 1-1 to Martinez. And there's a nice little slider from Abernathy that has Martinez swinging through it, just barely foul tipping it into the catcher Ganguish's glove. Now 1-2. Here it comes. And it's laced foul the other way. Abernathy, a nasty fastball slider combination. The 1-2. Taken out toward left. Penner. Few steps back. Reaches up, makes the catch. 1 down. Abernathy, he relieves Ryan O'Reilly, who went 6, giving up 4 runs, all earned, on just 3 hits. 3 hits allowed. However, he was burned by 3 walks and 3 hit batsmen as well. So a little more wild than his previous outings. He also struck out 5. And there's a strike called on John Seachin. 5 runs, 4 earned. 5 runs, 4 earned on O'Reilly. The 0-1. That misses low to Seachin, who was 0 for 1. He was plunked back in the second. Struck out looking his last time up. The 1-1 is shot foul toward the Otters dugout. The other way. Abernathy, the University of the Pacific product in Stockton, California, was throwing up around the mid-90s when he was playing at his junior college. As the 1-2 is lined just over the head of the leaping shortstop, Andy DeJesus into left for a 1-out single.
Second baseman, number 24, Peyton Robertson.
Now Peyton Robertson. His 4th trip to the plate. He shows bunt, pulls back on the slider, takes the ball outside. 1-0. Goes back to the slider, spots it perfectly. Now 1-1. Here's a ground ball to the shortstop to Jesus. To Davis for 1, and the throw sails high of Crane, but Michael Gangush was there to back up the throw. It'll be a 6-4 fielder's choice, as Seachin is erased on the base paths. Now there are 2 out. Peyton Robertson now over at first for Dan Robinson, who's 1 for 2. Abernathy was initially slated to be a position player at Feather River College, but had kept throwing some bullpens after he had pitched some in high school. And it just so happened during his redshirt sophomore season that he was offered the chance to throw a bullpen and then throw live. First pitch misses outside, and getting to face some live batters. His coaches at Feather River College in Quincy, California, put the radar gun on Abernathy and asked, well, how hard do you think you were throwing? He said, I don't know, probably upper 80s. They told him, how does 94, 95 sound? Would you like to be a pitcher? And he said yes. The 1-0 misses low and away. So following his second season at Feather River, as the 2-0 is lifted out to left. Abernathy transferred over to the University of the Pacific and then was drafted by the Pirates in 2019. Fly ball to left, caught by Andrew Penner. It's a scoreless 7th for Samson Abernathy. We head to the top of the 8th. Otters down by 4. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network in a 5-1 ball game on YouTube Live.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named a world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day. Because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by what's right. And at Old National, we bank by it. Find us at oldnational.com/locations. Member FDIC.
Otters have 6 outs to score 4 runs. They face Neil Abatiello, left-handed pitcher out of the Windy City Thunderbolts bullpen. He gets a strike on the leadoff batter, Miles Gordon. Leading off the top of the 8th inning, 5-1 the score. A wave and a miss at the breaking ball from Abatiello, now 0-2 on Miles Gordon, who is 1 for 3. He singled his last time up. Had a 16-game on-base streak, broken last night as the 0-2 bounces in the right-handed batter's box, 1-2. But Gordon right back at it today. 1-2, breaking ball cut on and missed for the first out. Abatiello, he relieves Logan Wiley. Wiley, who went 7 innings, giving up just 1 earned run. When the 1 run he did give up was earned. On 5 hits for the Otters, he struck out 7 total and did not issue a walk, though he did plunk Elijah Mcnamee back in the second. The only free pass issued by Logan Wiley. First pitch to Andy DeJesus. This is outside, 1-0. Abatiello comes in with the 1-3 record. 390 earned run average. His 15th appearance of the year. The 1-0 is fouled straight back, and Andy DeJesus just dropped the bat right where it was. Must have stung him with the old beehive. 28 innings of work following the strikeout of Gordon. 22 hits, 34 strikeouts to 16 walks. Couple of saves for Abatiello. 1-1. Ground ball, diving stop by the first baseman Weishire toward the line. He takes it to the bag for the second out. Andy DeJesus robbed of what could have been his second hit tonight.
Second baseman number 45, J.R. Davis.
J.R. Davis will now bat with 2 out. Nobody on. Facing Neil Abatiello. First pitch, 92-mile-per-hour fastball, misses off the plate. 1-0 on Davis. Abatiello, the 6'1 left-hander out of North Salem, New York. The 1-0 likewise misses. Abatiello took the loss against the Otters back on Friday, June 18th in Evansville. As the 2-0 misses in. He saw a 2-run lead become a 2-run deficit in the bottom of the 8th inning as Davis takes the 3-0 pitch for a strike, 3-1. Where the Thunderbolts issued an intentional free pass. The 3-1 is in there, 3-2. To J.R. Davis, who bats now, in order to load the bases and bring up the lefty-lefty matchup, Abatiello versus Riley Crane. Well, they were still up a run, and Crane made him pay as the 3-2 is cut on and missed by hitting a 3-run triple with the bases loaded that gave the Otters a 2-run lead and sent them on to win that ball game by a 7-5 score with a 4-run rally in the 8th. Right now, they'll need a 4-run rally in the top of the 9th to try to come back and tie this one. Samson Abernathy will look to keep it right where it is. 5-1 the score, heading to the bottom of the 8th. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
Bottom of the 8th, 5-1 the score. Zach Rakusin, 0 for 3, faces Samson Abernathy. First pitch from the Otters right-hander. This is just off the plate, 1-0. Abernathy did not pitch over the weekend against the Southern Illinois Miners. His former pitching coach with the Bristol Pirates. Now, the pitching coach underneath Mike Pinto, the Southern Illinois Miners. The 1-0 is in there for a strike. 1-1. That's Eric Minshaw. Abernathy did not have to face the club that bears his former pitching coach. It's the 1-1 fastball at 93 from Abernathy. Called a strike, perfectly dotted the inside part of the plate. 1-2. Abernathy set. 1-2 breaking ball, misses low and away. Abernathy was held on by the Pirates organization through 2020, though he didn't get to pitch. Through the COVID year that saw so many ball players get let go, Abernathy would at least have a chance to head down to Bradenton, Florida for spring training with the Buccaneers, but he would not find a spot following his stint there, as the 2-2 is slapped foul of the right field line. And fascinatingly enough, Abernathy, when he was let go, he had at least 3 or 4 different people from different parts of the organization. It's the 2-2 misses up and in that had just gotten to work with him at different points in his short affiliated career. At that point in time, who reached out and asked if Abernathy would stay on as a kind of coach in almost any capacity. He was reached out to work as a hitting instructor, a pitching instructor. To give you an idea of what at least the Pirates organization thought of Abernathy, his baseball mind, and his propensity to teach. Now we got a 3-2 count on Zach Rakusin. And the full count offering is grounded just foul of third. Andretti Cordero over with a faux bare hand. Would have made the play. And what have we here? Is this a little bit some new antics, at least just picking up? How about over the third base coaching box? That's Thunderbolts skipper Brian Smith. Now, it might just be for splash day, but he is wearing a big green raincoat, maybe 2 or 3 sizes too big. He looks like Bear Bryant out there. That's pretty hilarious. Love it. 3-2, fouled off to the right, out of play. That or trying to bring back the Connie Mack look. He is. He's in a rain jacket that looks kind of like a sport coat. It's bright green. And it's about 3 sizes too big for him. Now the 3-2. And here's a line drive right at and speared by Andy DeJesus, who drops down to a couple of knees to make the play. 1 down.
Number 32,
Jairus Richards has been on base all 3 times he's come to the plate. A couple of walks and a single back in the third. He bats with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Otters trail by 4. Good turn for the bullpen last night, as here's a slow roller to the second baseman, Davis. Little trouble getting out of his glove, but he hangs with the play, tosses underhanded to Crane for the second out. That bullpen last night, it was able to hold the Windy City Thunderbolts scoreless through its 3 innings of work. Tyler Spring came out for 2 perfect innings in the 7th and the 8th. A couple of 1, 2, 3 frames for him. And then Logan Sawyer in the 9th, following a leadoff base hit to Kyle Johnson, would get the next 3 with a couple of strikeouts and a harmless 4 unassisted fielder's choice. So just 1 base hit allowed by the bullpen last night, no runs, and That was a breath of fresh air. Samson Abernathy trying to add a couple scoreless frames of bullpen work to this series as the 1-0 to Rob Weishire. Slider cut on and missed, 1-1. Weishire 1 for 3, the 3-run homer back in the first. That has loomed large over this game since the very beginning. The 1-1 misses low and away. Oh, they call it the Windy City for a reason. You might have just heard the scorecard slap the microphone. Sorry for that, but windswept scorecard here in the booth. The 2-1. That misses low and away. Weishire, he was former teammates with Braden Scott with the Terre Haute Rex Prospect League Summer Ball. 3-1 misses below the knees. It's a 2-out walk to Weishire. Second base runner, Abernathy will have to contend with. Zach Taylor was hit by a pitch in his last at bat. Plate appearance, I should say. First pitch. 92-mile-per-hour fastball, misses low. Zach Taylor, the former UIC Flame, went 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts against his fellow alumnus, Ryan O'Reilly. Here is a looping liner behind the bag at second. Andy DeJesus is over to his left to make the play for the final out of the 8th. Otters last chance, trying to put up a 4 spot and tie the game. It's a 5-1 affair going into the top of the 9th. Windy City with the lead. For the Otters, they will have Riley Crane, Elijah Mcnamee, and Andretti Cordero to bat. 4, 5, and 6. Going to try to tie it up. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. Don't go anywhere.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Top of the ninth, last chance for the Otters. First pitch to Riley Crane is a called strike outside part of the plate from Dylan Proeroff, the right-hander who stands at 6'3", 210 pounds, out of Placentia, California. As the 0-1 misses to Crane, 1-1. He relieves Neil Abatiello, who pitched a 1-2-3/8 inning. And here's a little liner out into center field. Dumped, soft serve, however you want to call it. Riley Crane's aboard to lead off the Otters' half of the ninth. Proeroff came in with a .477 earned run average and an 0-1 record into his 14th game. 12 hits, 11 in the third innings, 13 strikeouts, and 6 walks. Also 4 saves to his credit. Now it's Elijah Mcnamee, who is 1 for 2. First pitch to Mcnamee. Breaking ball cut on and missed. 0-1. Crane, by the way, with that base hit, extends his hitting streak to 7 games. Mcnamee already extended his to 9. Belongs to the season. Ground ball to third. 5-4-3. And the throw from the second baseman, Peyton Robertson, pulls Rob Weishire off the bag. So, don't want to call it disaster, but, well, yeah, pretty much disaster nearly averted. Just barely averted there. A hard hit ground ball, nearly the around the horn double play. Goes as a 5-4 fielder's choice. Riley Crane erased for the first out of the ninth. Now Andredi Cordero stands in. Facing off against Dylan Proeroff. First pitch, big hack, fouled off at his feet. 0-1. Cordero 0 for 3 coming into this ninth inning at bat. The 0-1. And there's a hard hit ground ball. Diving stop by the shortstop Martinez. On to second for 1. And to first. It's a game-ending double play on a diving stop by the shortstop Bryn Martinez to his right. He tossed on a Peyton Robertson who completed the double play. Wow. Now, if you're going to unfortunately fall in a ball game, you might as well fall on a phenomenal defensive play. That'll do it. Shockingly, it's a 5-1 final through 8.5. The Windy City Thunderbolts pick up their 19th win of the season, and the victory goes to Logan Wiley, the second of his professional career. The Evansville Otters, they fall to 29-19 as the series now draws even at 1 game apiece. The loss for the Otters, that goes to Ryan O'Reilly, whose record moves to 1-1. No save opportunity recorded for the Windy City Thunderbolts, though Dylan Proeroff does come on to work a 1-2-3 ninth inning to shut things down. Otters, only run they could muster today, an RBI double from Andy DeJesus back in the 5th. They were behind it early on a 3-run home run by Rob Weishire back in the bottom of the 1st. From there, the Windy City Thunderbolts held on to the lead. They would extend it on a solo shot by Dan Robinson, and then Jairus Richards would come home to score on a throwing error into center field on the catcher, Michael Kanguish. Made it a 5-1 ball game, but it was really all game long the Logan Wiley story, who tossed 7 innings of 1-run ball, picking up the second win of his big league, or not big league career. It might feel somewhat like a big leaguer tonight. Feels pretty good, going 7 innings of 1-run ball on 5 hits. grand total of 7 strikeouts and no walks. Just 1 hit batsman, only 3 pass issued by Logan Wiley. That will do it for us, pretty much. Well, one thing I want to look at first, though I don't think there are any. Why not go ahead and look at scores around the league, shall we? Good chance that this is all for baseball in the Frontier League, the early 10:35 game for the Otters. But we will go ahead and preview tonight's matchups anyway. Top of the 7th, the New Jersey Jackals also had a morning ball game. They are squaring off against the New York Boulders. It's a 4-0 ball game at Yogi Berra Stadium. The Jackals behind the Boulders in New Jersey. The Schaumburg Boomers, they lead the Joliet Slammers 1-0 in the bottom of the 4th at Wind Trust Field on the north side of Chicago. And then 4 other ball games set to be underway. The Lake Erie Crushers visit the Gateway Grizzlies, 6:45 at GCS Credit Union Ballpark. Then a 7:05 game in Marion, Illinois, as the Florence Yawls will face off against the Southern Illinois Miners, who look to take the second game of the series. Then the Tri-City Valley Cats are at Skylands Stadium in Sussex County to play the Miners. 7:05 that one, as well as a 7:05 start for the Washington Wild Things, who host AKEET Quebec at Wild Things Park in Washington, PA. Once again, the Otters drop game 2 of the series, which now draws even at 1 game apiece by a 5-1 score. The Otters collecting 1 run on 6 hits, 1 error committed by them. The Bolts 5 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors committed. 5-1 final. The Otters dropped to 29-19 on the season. Windy City Thunderbolts improved to 29. The Otters now 1 game back of the Florence Yawls in the West Division. Tomorrow, Otters look to take the rubber match, 10:35 ball game. We'll be back on the air on the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live at 10:20. That's a 10:20 pregame show, 10:35 first pitch here at Ozinga Field in Crestwood, Illinois, on the south side of Chicago. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. We got a lot of it left. Thank you so much for joining me, Ryan Brown, for a little bit of daytime breakfast baseball. Once again, the Otters fall 5-1 to the conclusion of this one, as they will look to take their rubber match tomorrow, Thursday, July 22nd at 10:35, another morning ball game. 5-1 the final. Windy City Thunderbolts take the victory. Let's chat tomorrow. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.